happened?
Ended it, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, we sometimes keep having them technical difficulties, but like I said, I really just think um you just look at the difference between Boston and New York. Like same thing was happening. You have it all in Boston. I think Boston had a 20-point lead in like four of those six games. Uh,
Okay.
two of them they won, and like the other two they blew them. And it's like basketball now. I'm kind of liking it. Is it shifting back to like old school? Basketball really never deviated from like good teams, but you're now seeing like matchups, adjustments, teams. Now you got to play to the end. And one thing about Indiana is you see like they just play all the way through. You can't think a team is giving up with 7 seconds. I mean down seven with like a minute left. And of course those are outliers, but you're seeing now like mistakes cost teams. Like New York, okay, you had something with Mitchell Robinson in the first round. I mean in the first half of last night. But then as the game kept going on, like, all right, how do you keep sitting cat? So it's like coaches, you're seeing like their decision making affecting the team. And of course, Carlisle, they're balling. So you can't say like, oh, he's getting exposed or he's pushing the right buttons. But his guys are just going out and they're playing hard and everyone is playing within their role. And I just end my point with this with Halliburton. Like I said it before, I don't want to sound disrespectful, but the Pacers are looking like that late '80s Pistons team, meaning everybody else can go off, and then at any moment you could see Zeke take over a game. And I think so many people get caught up in Halliburton's passing that they forget about his offense. I mean, and his scoring, and then that just start opening up his game.
That's a good comparison, man. Because you look at like teams like the Pistons. It was games season where they went to the Eastern Conference Finals and lost before they got over that hump. And that's the same thing with the Celtics too. Remember Tatum and them was like 19. I think they went to the I forget. I think when they had Kyrie, they went to the second round, and then they went to like three Eastern Conference Finals. They've been to a finals, lost one. I feel like the Pacers, that team that's gonna be in the mix for the next last year count this year. So for like the next 5 years, bro. I think 4 or 5 years.
The crazy thing with the NBA is, I think the talent has been pushing so much. Like, you I think a lot of teams are one move from really pretty much being able to be there. Um, I don't know if they're going to be in conference finals going forward. But I will just say that they've built a team that can compete in this era. Like, if you look at it, like I say, you look at the teams and it's starting to hurt them now. Two or three good players can eat up all of your salary cap. So if you don't have a whole bunch of guys out here who can play, like, look, it hurt Denver. Those guys can't hit a shot they have no shooting outside of Murray and Michael Porter Jr. He had a shoulder injury. So you don't have the money to go out to really add people. You're hoping that low, I don't want to say ring chasing, but guys who are looking for affordable deals like Westbrook can help your team. And then now you're hoping that Christian Braun and Peyton Watson, who are not really shooters, can develop into shooting. And then you look at another thing too, Golden State. Your roster's built into Steph, um, Draymond, and now Jimmy Butler eating up your salary. Like, who's else is out there who can really make a shot? Pozinski, we was told, can do that. Remember, was saying he can get a bucket, but his minutes, shit, they're getting outscored. So to just bring my point home and give you back the floor, it's like a lot of teams aren't really able to like have that second unit is what's killing a lot of people. Their stars come off the floor and then they start getting destroyed. You saw that with LeBron and the Lakers. You see that with Steph. You see that with Jokic. And now you look at a team like OKC, who was pretty much built through the draft, and they're going to run into this problem too. Because right now they're just paying Shea, but they're going to have to pay Jalen Williams and Chet coming up. But they have the assets that can be able to help them through this process. So they're really the team that's like playing with house money. Because I was talking about it before, and I promise I ended my point. But if they didn't win against Denver, they could have just said, "Look, we about to trade all these picks for Giannis, whoever that we can pair, because they have the assets to do that."
Right. No, you're right. That's what I'm saying. They got all them draft picks too. That's what they was talking about. Well, yeah, like if it didn't work out, they could just go. Like, we're gonna trade for Giannis or something. Like, so
Yeah, you could center a trade around Giannis. I mean, around if you was doing Jalen Williams, you could do Chet. Shit, if you look at it, they could have had the seventh pick in this draft, but fortunately, Philly got a lot of luck and was able to get the third pick. But it's like they still got like 15 or 20 picks over the next 6 years.